Okay, so I don't know if it's the Russian Mafia, China, the Illuminati, or what, but I know somebody is going out of the way to conspire against me. I know this is true because it's always my favorite characters that get screwed over. It's always specifically my favorite character that gets fucked. There's so many examples like Hoodoo Voodoo getting erased from the IDW reprints of the Monster High comics. It's one thing to ignore the existence of a character. I mean, I never had my hopes up for a G3 Hoodoo, considering boy dolls always suck in terms of sales, and he was never a popular character anyway. But he's my favorite boy from Monster High, and they didn't just disregard his existence, no. They had to put in effort to replace his appearances with other characters. That's just petty, that's disrespect right there. I will not stand for Hoodoo erasure, justice for my boy. Oh, but the Monster High disrespect doesn't end there, because Golia Yelps is my favorite character from this franchise, so of course, Mattel has to screw her over. She straight up didn't exist in G2, however she did come back in G3. They gave Golia the worst design out of the cast because of course they did. Now in G1, she was considered part of the main cast with Frankie, Draculaura, Claudine, Cleo Deuce, and Laguna. However, in modern G1 marketing, she's noticeably absent from the main cast. It seems Golia only gets love when she's a collector doll, but I don't want to buy a collector doll because they're expensive. And the only thing making them expensive is the fact that they're labeled as a collector doll, and that's what you're paying for, a label. Of course, it doesn't end there because Techna from Winx Club constantly gets the short end of the stick. She straight up didn't exist in Winx Fate, although that may be for the better because that show sucks, vomits, and then proceeds to suck up said vomit. In the reboot, she has the personality of Cardboard, although to be fair, most of the main cast are quite dull. I mean, there's so many more examples of my favorite characters being castrated, but I want to end off this list with a character that is particularly special to me. Rouge the Bat is my favorite Sonic character. She's what got me into the franchise, and I love her to bits, and I would have a shrine dedicated to her if Sega actually made more than 2 pieces of merch of her. I love her unique outfit. I love her white hair. I love that she's a bat so she can fly, so that makes her cooler than 90% of the cast. I loved her voice in Sonic X. I just love when a grown-ass woman sounds like a grown-ass woman. But since I adore her so, that means the world has to hate her. I grew up loving Rouge when every other Sonic fan called her a whore. Everyone said her only role was for sex appeal. She never made it in anyone's top 10 list unless it was a top 10 worst characters list. But she was my number 1 from the beginning, and she's special to me. However, because of years of repeated sexist spewing of retardation, Sega has made some changes to Rouge to make these Sonic fans feel comfortable in her presence. No, they didn't make these changes due to parents complaining. I know, because her boobs go bouncy bouncy in the Sonic and Mario Olympic Games. If Nintendo, of all companies, isn't threatened by Rouge's anatomy, then I know it's not parents complaining. So if it's not parents complaining about Rouge, who takes issue with her? Oh yeah, Sonic fans. So yeah, I don't know why the Illuminati hates me so much. I mean, I don't know what I did to piss them off. Maybe I said Sonic Unleashed was mid 7 years ago on Twitter, and they've had a grudge against me ever since then. Oh, maybe Emmy Jones is part of the shadow government, and she's been doing everything in her power to fuck anything and anyone I hold dear, in more ways than one. Anywho, regardless, be safe, take care of yourself, eat your vegetables, and have a wonderful day.